Now we have a virtual Aerospace Warfare Symposium industry break sponsored by Raytheon. Paul Ferraro, Vice President of Air Power, Raytheon Missiles and Defense Systems. Welcome. Thank you so much.
Morning.
So you guys are almost a year past the Raytheon United Technologies merger. How are things at Raytheon Missiles and Defense going?
It's been quite a journey. Last 10 months have gone by in a blink of an eye for sure. Organizations come together very nicely. We continue to identify ways of leveraging the synergies that we have. We have some great ideas coming into the merger, and some we discover almost every day. So certainly this merger is going to pay dividends to Raytheon Missiles and Defense and our overall corporation.
Well, what's the biggest challenge that you guys find that you're facing today?
Well, the aerospace and defense industry is always facing a number of challenges, and certainly right now is no exception. One of the biggest challenges we're facing is the rapid pace at which the threat landscape is changing and evolving. Regional powers are investing in fielding and advanced capabilities at an unprecedented pace. They're erasing the technological edge our warfighters have relied on for years and for decades. Adversaries are developing and fielding advanced integrated air defense systems. Next generation tactical aircraft challenges our freedom and operation of freedom and our ability to control and maintain dominance in the air domain. Modernization has really never been more critical at this time. To that end, in addition to developing and fielding advanced capabilities and programs like AMRAAM and AIM-9X, our air power business has partnered very closely with our advanced technology organization to design and build our next generation technologies and capabilities that will deliver more sophisticated capabilities to our Air Force. These next generation effectors will be more maneuverable, fly faster, fly further, be more survivable, and deliver the exact effect our warfighters need. They'll leverage our investment in digital design, incorporate open systems architecture, military off-the-shelf components, additive manufacturing processes to deliver not only affordable solutions, but one that can be readily fielded in order to counter current and emerging threats.
All right, so talk to me a little bit about how your team is embracing the digital transformation theme that DoD is pursuing. We have about 45 seconds.
All right. Well, in nearly every panel that I've seen so far, General Brown's quote of accelerate, change, or lose, there's a good reason that this has been quoted time and time again. Losing certainly is not an option. Digital transformation is a big part of how we're going to win. Raytheon Missiles and Defense, we're investing in a step function change of innovations that not only in our products, but in how those products are developed. This includes incorporating digital tools and processes into our programs to deliver new technology to the hands of the U.S. and allied warfighters as quickly as possible. For instance, today we're developing LRSO, or the Air Force's next generation long-range standoff weapon. Digital technology is a major part of that effort and one that's making that program possible. A couple of examples of that is using what we call our integrated flight simulator. Think of that as a conventional flight simulator, but operates autonomously, allows us to develop software code and test that software code in a simulated environment. We fly nearly 6 million miles in a simulated environment nearly every night to evaluate how this new software code performs in an intended environment. We take a look at the results of those flight tests, those simulated flight tests, both our engineering teams in concert with our customer, see how the software changes have worked, evaluate the changes and make yet more changes the next day. So incorporating that digital capability is certainly critical to the design and development of that critical weapon system. Similarly, we have a virtual integration and test capability that we then use to evaluate and test that software on the virtual hardware. Really saves us time and eliminates errors that otherwise would have likely occurred during a conventional design program.
Thank you so much. We actually do have time for one more question. So can you talk to me a little bit about this digital thread concept, what exactly this is and how it's related to your work in air power?
Well, a digital thread is really speaking to tying a number of digital tools together in a much more cohesive way. Many of us in the industry have long since been using modeling and simulation as a critical part of our design programs. What the digital thread does is really link those tools together in a way that has before been unprecedented. Allows us to share a common database from the earliest design phases of a program all the way through detailed design, integration, test, fielding, and sustainment. Really provides a much more robust design database that we will reference for years to come throughout the lifetime of these programs.
All right, well, Mr. Ferrero with Raytheon Missiles and Defense, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time.